the last sitting day of our Parliament. And that is, it's the second time we've had a last sitting day of our Parliament. We had previously adjourned with the expectation of going to an election. The election's been deferred, but today is going to be the final sitting day. And the last point I'd like to make by way of introduction is to indicate that if it's okay with everybody, we are recording this at the special request of the French Assembly, but something which will be available to others if they want it. So are there any objections to that? There appears to be none. Now, I now want just to do a translation check with New Caledonia, or I'm going to invite people to go around the Zoom to introduce themselves, but check with New Caledonia about lag for translation.
Est-ce que vous arrivez à comprendre? Est-ce que la traduction, vous avez besoin d'une traduction ou tout va bien?
Si j'ai besoin, je vais vous dire. Hein?
We are okay, thank you very much.
Okay, can I ask you, Mr. President of the New Caledonia Congress, to do a brief introduction and at the same time just tell us a little about your current situation in your Congress with regard to COVID in particular.
Good morning, Honourable Speaker of the Parliament of New Zealand, Mr. Trevor Mallard, and good morning for the Honourable Speakers of the Pacific. First of all, allow me to express my sincere condolences to the family and colleagues of Mr. Bruce Shepherd, General Counsel of New Zealand for New Caledonia, Wallis and Futuna, and French Polynesia, who died suddenly last Saturday. Bruce Shepherd was a very committed consul involved in the fraternal ties between New Caledonia and New Zealand, between the Kanak and the Maori peoples. He greatly contributed to the success of the Congress mission to New Zealand for the signing of an agreement between the Congress of New Caledonia and the Parliament of New Zealand last February. He will be remembered as a man of commitment, openness, and generosity. Excellency, I thank you for this initiative, which gives us the opportunity to continue our dialogue despite the difficult time we are going through, and I am honored to participate in this virtual call. New Caledonia is one of the territories which stayed quite spared by the COVID-19 pandemic. This can be explained by its insularity, coupled with a rapid reaction of the New Caledonian authorities, who closed the airports very early and established a lockdown from the first case detected in New Caledonia. The first two cases were detected on March 18, 2020. The closure of flights to incoming passengers took place on March 20, and strict confinement of the population was imposed on March 24. The lockdown of the population lasted a little less than a month and ended on April 20. All 23 cases were detected in returning travelers. No domestic cases have been detected today.